Hi, this is Matt from Modern Samurai again. With me today I've got a few nice people. Mike.
Connie.
Green. Okay, alright, so what we're looking at today is just a little bit of stuff when the person's bigger, stronger, faster than you, so on and so forth. So think, lady self-defense, think about quick and easy stuff to do if you're not sort of, a strong young man kind of stuff. So nothing complicated. Just simple and effective, just get away stuff, yeah? So we're not looking to have a sport fight, just get away stuff, okay? So we're going to start, very simple little thing here. We're just going to do a basic, what they call a wipe, for want of a better description. So he's just going to grab over me. So Mike's just going to grab me. Now as he does that, all I'm going to do is take my hands. I'm going to do this lightly, but bear in mind, we'd be doing this a little worse than, if we meant to. I'm going to do this lightly, okay? So you're all right with this? Okay, lovely. Look what happens to him. Now all I've done is just reach my hands up and I'm just drawing them down his face. Now bear in mind, if I was a lady with nails, I could use that. If I had rings, I could turn those around. But even at this level, it's really not pleasant, yeah? So that's all I'm doing. As soon as the person grabs, I'm just going to bring my hands up and just walk forward, raking down the face. Bear in mind, if I'm actually raking, it would be a lot worse. Okay, so we're going to try that first with each other. So that's what I want you guys to do. That's it, so we're going to take it in turns. That's it, actually rake down the face. I want you to walk towards him and that's it. So you can have your hands loose. There you are. This is uncomfortable, isn't it? Okay, so same thing then. If you grab me on. Okay, so. Notice the eyes are closed and we're like that, yeah? So we're moving, just literally loose hands, just pulling down the face. Very simple sort of strategy, if you will, but really uncomfortable. There you go, good. Yeah. Right. All right, like it. All right, so that's the first one. Okay, right, so the next one we're going to look at then, we're going to go for a similar stance again. This is all very sort of basic stuff. So what I want you guys to do now is we're just going to make it like a gun shape with our fingers. This is a good way to remember it, okay? So we're just going to have that gun shape, and where I'm aiming to go is right here in the V of the neck. So in that V, I'm going to be pushing my fingers in and down. So that's what I'm going to be using in this particular instance. There's no reason why I couldn't do it with other fingers as well, but as a way to start the process, in and down. Now, the second thing I'm going to do is basically elongate my arms. So if I put my arms out straight like this, and I move one shoulder forward, see, it makes my reach longer. So if you grab now in this instance, look, hand comes out, I push it onto that point there, and I now push in and down. Now, if you try and hold on, alright, so again, it's a very simple, straightforward thing. So as soon as that person grabs here, just make that gun shape straight in and push down. Alright, now you guys are going to try that. Okay, so come this way, that's it. Alright, so just come this way a little bit more. Now, next time we do this, you're a little high there, so make sure that you come there. And don't forget to extend the shoulder through. Turn the shoulder, that's better, there you are, because especially if he's got some reach. Alright, now what you'll find, just as a little point on this, what you'll find quite often is, if somebody is doing this as a practice, they can be out like this kind of thing. Now obviously my reach is longer there, right? But what you'll find generally speaking is if somebody means to do this kind of thing, there's going to be that bend in the arm, there's going to be this kind of movement here as opposed to here. It's the same when people practice strangles. It's what they call the good bad guy principle, yeah? So if I'm a really, if I'm a really bad guy, I'm not going to be holding it like this, am I hell, I'm going to be right, I'm going to be giving it the beans, yeah? So if I'm doing this is like, for want of a better word, this is like sports hall stuff, this is like dojo self-defense. Again, I'm not trying to dismiss anybody, but if you practice like this, it isn't going to work when you need it. Okay, so what we're looking at here, if you do the grab again, there's a better position. This is more realistic for me. Okay, and then it's just extending everything out, and it gives me a better position. Now I can control as well on here. So from this position, if I really need to, rather than just escape, I can control the person. And then decide what happens next again, yeah? So, have another go, guys. That's it, that's it. So, Queen, if you come this way, please. That's it, there you are. Yes, that's much better, there you are, good. Alright, so, next person, same drill. So what we're looking at then is easy to use. There you are, there's no real strength involved in this. It's just understanding how to perform the movement. Alright, yeah, no, you need to have a go with something fair, isn't it? Go on, that's it, there you are, good. Alright, so straightforward enough, yeah? Do you want to try it with the control as well?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so all you're going to do is just grab onto one of the wrists, whichever arm you're doing, that's it, keep holding the wrist. Here you are. Good. That's it. Okay, right, so we're just going to do one more on these, one little thing. Again, what we're looking for is not complicated. I don't want anything that's going to be too difficult to do. Now, quite often you'll see all kinds of complicated stuff, which is fine when, again, we're talking about technique for technique's sake. But the reality of it is if there's a person that's being aggressive towards me and they're actually meaning to do me real harm, my adrenaline's going to kick in, my body isn't going to work how it would work normally. I've got to incorporate all that into what I'm doing. And I have to try and remember as well, if there's some weird 20-step thing that I've got to do, I'm never going to remember that in that situation. So it has to be quick and simple. All right, so the last little one we're going to look at for this, the same grab. Now, all I'm going to do on here is drop down onto his arms. Now, what I'm not going to do is hit them with my arms, like this. Okay, that relies on strength. What I'm going to do is use my body weight. So I'm going to pick my arms up and they're going to be loose. And now I'm just going to drop in, see? It's a different finish, different connection, see, to what happens to him. Now, if you stay holding on to them, what it'll do, look, is it drops and brings his face forward. Now, from that position, I'm going to put my hands together like this and just push up underneath his chin. Okay, so once more, he grabs, drop, push up. Alright, now again I can follow up with that if I need to, but the idea again is to escape and get away. We're not looking to have an actual fight. What I want to do is get him to let me go so I can escape. Okay, so let's try it then. Drop down. So again, use your body weight to drop down. Don't think about just hitting with the arms. Drop your body weight down through, that's it. Good, there we are. Yeah, so that's, bear in mind, it's like the first time that you've done this, and so learning how to do this effectively, it doesn't take months and years. You know, it really is a pretty simple thing to do. So you've just got to remember to drop the body weight down. That's it. See his chin stick out? Boom, drive him back. That's right. Again, you could, if you have to, you can stick thumbs in, you know, you can poke in the eyes, you know, that sort of stuff. If you had to. Okay. There you are. Again, you could finish off with, you know, kicks to the groin and stuff again if you really had to, or you could just turn and move, you know, at that point, and use that as your escape. That's it. That's it, good. Yeah, so again, when you're doing this now, let me just show this a minute, please, guys. This way. What you did then is you went like this, and you stopped there. When you're practicing this, come this way. That's it. When we're practicing this, I want you to get used to extending your hands out and through. So I'm not going to hurt anybody, but if I practice this, okay, drop your hands a minute, it's the same as if I practice sport punching and I go, wah, and I pull it, it looks fat, but bam, that's doing nothing. But if I train my body that way, that's what I'll do under stress, okay? So if you grab on, when I practice, I want to make sure that I'm practicing pushing the hands up and through, not just doing that. Because when it's for real, my body will go bump and it won't have the same effect. So push the hands through. Yeah, good. All right, good. So one more round each then, and then come this way, guys. Come this way. There we are. That's it. Drop the body weight down. Good. That's it. Yes, good. All right. So just to wrap this up, then. Again, guys, come this way. Just to wrap this up, now we're looking at very basic stuff. Now we can build on this all day long, we can add all kinds of other stuff to it. The moment that I come here and I get some kind of break here, then all this is opened up. So from here I can come into throat strikes, yeah, just straight into these kind of things. I can look to come into controls, I can just go into strikes, all right? But what we're looking at here is particularly is up to here. If I need to carry on this movement now, from my drive here, I can come in and stick my thumbs in here, I can control the head and just drive in with headbutts. There's all sorts of things that we could do if we need to, right? But this is basic 101, stop, threat, get out of dodge. Okay, thank you guys, good.
Thank you.